Krogan keeping it himself across the line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. That's a tight end wide open over the middle. There's the catch and the touchdown.
Welcome to Pittsburgh Sports Live. We are joining you here at the Webb City Cardinals Stadium. We have some very interesting ladies soccer tonight as Webb City's JV girls just scored a go-ahead neutralizer in the last 2 minutes of this ball game going into the varsity contest. A shot from almost the 20-yard mark put in the bottom left corner in a very impressive shot. Let alone in this kind of atmosphere, in this kind of game. It's a great way to put that one away for the Webb City Cardinals. But anyways, first time we talked to you guys in a while here in the Pittsburgh Varsity Sports Live universe. Before we go any farther, I'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Crocan. Pittsburgh Sports Live is presented to you by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. Learn more about Crocan's no-nonsense pricing and multi-gig internet at ckt.net. Always Crocan, a great internet service here in the Pittsburgh community. We wouldn't be here without them. But tonight we got in store for us a very interesting contest. You know, Pittsburgh going back across that Missouri border line, facing these COC teams down in the southwest region of Missouri, very competitive teams that both me, myself, and my buddy Hudson here helping me run this broadcast, both from Neo Show. We know this Cardinal team very well, and I can really, you guys need to trust me when I say we are going to be rooting for Pittsburgh twice as much tonight. The Cardinals being Neo Show's old rivals, this couldn't mean more to us and Pittsburgh if they come with this victory tonight. But we're going to go ahead and roll into our first loop of ad breaks just to get some sponsors out of the way. On the other side of that ad, we are going to be going over the keys to the game, and the sooner on later, we're going to be going to the starting lineups, and we'll get you guys set for this game that we got in store for us tonight.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast Crawlcan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2 links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the Crawcan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense price.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
The Purple Dragon pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, your neighbors, your partners, and your biggest supporters. From personal and business banking to mortgages, credit cards, and investments, CNB has the tools you need with the services you deserve. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, where community comes first. The afternoon cap just got wrapped up here at the Webb City Cardinals Stadium. The Cardinals came away with that one just in a 1-0 victory against the Purple Dragons in a last minute heck of a shot from the 20-yard mark of this football stadium across the keeper's face. So kudos to Webb City for an incredible game, and the Purple Dragons hung in there the whole way through. Couldn't find much offensive pressure, but defensively, a very tough Webb City Cardinals attack that got held off for majority of the game just until that last 2 minutes where just a miracle shot came out of one of those young right forwards, and that's all it took. But moving on to this nightcap, we got a very interesting game ahead of us. The 3-3 Pittsburgh Purple Dragons facing off against the 4-2 Webb City Cardinals. And as I was mentioning earlier, as a Neosho resident for almost my whole life now, this game means just as much as it does to me as this Purple Dragons team. Anytime I have a chance to beat Webb City, I'm all for it. But moving on to the keys of the game, this is the first time we've covered the Purple Dragons this season, so we haven't been able to watch them all too often, but I've done some research, and this Purple Dragons team, it's from what it seems like, they have a mixture of seniority and new faces, as they have 10 seniors coming back this season to play for this team. So a lot of seniority in all high school sports. That's normally a good sign. That gives you just that much more experience and that much more skill and growth in the a personal body and their game. So that can make all the difference for Pittsburgh this season, and that's also just as good for those 8 incoming freshmen on a varsity roster. That's a lot of experience that they get to learn from these seniors that have been here for 3 or 4 years already and know the scheme. So it's going to make that learning curve for those freshmen that much easier. But tonight, the Purple Dragons, of course, facing off against a very tough Webb City Cardinals team, 4-2 in the Southwest Missouri region, with some very impressive wins on their schedule so far this season, like the Carl Junction Bulldogs, a very good soccer team, girls soccer team. They're 6-2, so Webb City knocking off a tough opponent there. That was their season opener, and Carl Junction also the district leader in Webb City's district. So that game for Webb City will pay dividends going down the road. But Pittsburgh, they've also had some impressive wins of their own. They're coming off of one just 2 nights ago against Payola. They traveled all the way over there. They came away with a 4-2 victory. That's a big one for the Purple Dragons, finding that first win in April. You're on a 1-game win streak now, and you got a very good opponent to try to find a second and spark some fire in this mid-season push of this girls' soccer season. So the Purple Dragons looking to almost upset the Cardinals. They should play it pretty evenly, but I would say the Cardinals, they might have the slight edge. They've scored quite a few goals this season. They've tallied up over 20 goals, and 2 of those games they got shut out. So out of 4 games, they've tallied over 20 goals. Those 2 games, of course, coming from the powerhouses of Nixa and Glendale in that Springfield region. So no surprise that they were shut out in those. But the Purple Dragons themselves, they've scored quite a few goals. The West Plains to open the season, they scored 3 goals to win that one, but had a tough path against the Neosho Wildcats, and later that March they lost 4-1, but still scored a goal there. Couldn't find anything against Gardner Edgerton just a couple days after that Neosho game. That's a 7-0 loss, but just another really tough opponent, just like Nixa or Glendale that the Dragons ran into. After that, though, their first SEK and only opponent they've faced this season, Chanute, 1-0. Going to show how good this defense can be. A very strong back line, getting that shutout victory against Chanute over 80 or 90 minutes of play. And then following that, losing to the Carl Junction Bulldogs at the Webb City Cardinals shutout. We lost to them 5-0. That's that familiar opponent if you want to try to compare this matchup coming up. That the Purple Dragons, it's kind of why I gave Webb City the edge going into it, but the Purple Dragons, they got a great defense to give themselves a chance to stay in this game as long as they need to. It's more so to the deciding factor of if they want to find a way to put the ball into the back of the net. That's going to make all the difference tonight. And I want to give a thanks to our Keys in the Game sponsor, Vietti Auto Body and Alignment. They are in Pittsburg on the corner of 4th and Joplin Street since 1948. With John Holland and Bill Hunt now in the Vietti Alignment Shop, if it can be aligned, they will align it. From golf carts and side-by-sides all the way up to F550s and small buses. They'll get it done. Schedule your appointment by calling Vietti Auto Body and Alignment at 620-231-6230. Moving on now, we should go ahead and get into our second pregame spot of 3. On the other side of this pregame show, we're going to be going over the starting lineups and some final touch-ups on the keys in the game. And then just above 7.5 minutes left to go in this warm-up session for the varsity matchup, we'll be in some action. So hang tight and stick in there. You're watching Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the 4-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle, whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire. The time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Pittsburgh Sports Live. We are just 5 minutes away from kickoff here at the Webb City Cardinals Stadium. We just touched up on some keys to the game brought to you by Vietti Auto Body and Alignment. Now, just some final touch-ups before I touch on these starting lineups. You can see right now the Webb City Cardinals are practicing. Both the Cardinals and the Purple Dragons actually working on their finishing drills against their keepers. Both of them very well-placed shots come from both teams. And you have to imagine the Purple Dragons need to be taking this drill with extra care, as that's what I was mentioning earlier. Their struggle has been putting the ball in the back of the net and keeping that scoreboard competitive with when teams start tallying on. But their strong suit has been not letting the teams tally on. So the Purple Dragons, they just got to find a way to make both things happen at once. And when they do, I have to imagine this Purple Dragons team looks very special. And if they can showcase both those things at once tonight, this Webb City Cardinals team can be in some serious trouble. And so could the rest of Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri moving on the rest of the season. As Pittsburgh's a Class 5 school, as we know, one of the only in our area. So we got to have a lot of extra firepower going into these district and playoff pushes. And I have no doubt they have a talent to deal with those 10 returning seniors. This Purple Dragon squad has the chance to be something special, and not to mention behind a first-year head coach, Coach Garcia. She's done a great job already, kept them at the mid-table, 1-0 in the conference, and being 3-3 against the opponents you've played against. No reason to not have your chin held up high going into the middle of the season and at some point the end. But enough of that now. Going 3 minutes left, I'm going to go ahead actually and send us into our last ad break. Just about 2 minutes after that, we're going to come back in here and get ready to start the show, and I'll start off by establishing the starting lineups. But until then, hang tight. You're watching Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome back. We are just about to kick off here in the Webb City Cardinals Stadium. Literally under 20 seconds away now. Both teams in their huddles, getting some final tactics figured out, getting some final sips of water, some hydration, some stretches. You see some lunges on the right side, some arm circles on the left side. Get your shoulders loose. I'm not sure what you're going to use your shoulders for in the game of soccer, but running form, maybe. Anyways, I want to touch up before we start this game how beautiful the weather is after how ugly it was last night. It's a perfect 76 degrees and sunny, partly cloudy, a perfect day for any sort of athletic activity, including, of course, soccer. So these ladies, I'm sure, no doubt, thrilled to be out here, especially after being forced to be inside these horrible storms that we witnessed in at least Pittsburgh last night. I'm sure Webb City saw plenty of them too, but in Pittsburgh, I'm sure me and Hudson both know, not favorable to say the least. It was very ugly since like the early afternoon, which I'm sure you guys all know. This is a Pittsburgh broadcast. But now that they're finally starting to take the field, I'm going to go up over our starting lineups. First, for the visiting Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, we have number 1, Cadence Burns, a senior. Number 3, Cassandra Beretta, junior. Number 5, Mary Mall, freshman. Number 9, Adriana Lopez, freshman. Number 15, Chaslyn Medina, junior. Number 16, Nora Nacarado, senior. Number 16, Claire Nakek, sophomore. Number 18, Marina Alta, freshman. Number 21, Kylie Serrano, junior. Number 30, Karen Guerrera, senior. And last but definitely not least, number 33, Ashley Batrek, a junior. Moving on to the home Webb City Cardinals, you have number 1, Dakota Graffenreed. She's a senior. Number 3, Aubrey Peterson, senior. Number 4, Kylie Sinter, senior. Number 6, Annesley Cranford, junior. Number 7, Sammy Gallardo, sophomore. Number 11, Avery Allen, senior. Number 14, Avery Pogue, sophomore. Number 23, Avery Stoghill, freshman. That's 3 Averys in a row on this Webb City starting roster. Can you believe that? Number 33, Lily Hall, senior. Number 40, Alex Matarino, senior. And number 65, Camille Nimmo, a junior. That rounds it up for your starting rosters. Now we are doing the the national anthem. So I'm going to set my mic down and respect our country. And now as the Purple Dragons give their respect to the Webb City Cardinal players, we're going to take the pitch and watch 40 minutes of soccer here in this first half. And the Purple Dragons, like I mentioned a couple minutes ago, very strong defense and a very good mixture of returning seniors with 10 of them. I'm trying to emphasize how incredible that is. 10 returning seniors. That is a lot of experience that is very valuable on the high school level. And to mesh with that, you have 8 freshmen, 8 incoming freshmen on the varsity roster. So there's 34 players in this Pittsburgh Purple Dragons varsity roster, 10 of them returning seniors, 8 of them freshmen. So that leaves 16 spots left for juniors and sophomores. A very incredible number, a very unique number you don't see too often in high school sports. And the Purple Dragons, so far, 3-3 in the season, 1-0 in the SEK Conference. And a first-year head coach, Coach Garcia, doing a great job so far. I want to give them their kudos before the Cardinals kick this ball off. The Purple Dragons looking to be in a 3-high formation here, pressing the Cardinals early on. And like I mentioned, that defense making it so hard this season for teams to get past their midfield, let alone their back line, and really earn each goal that is put on that scoreboard. And back in March, our only SEK opponent team that we faced off against this season so far. March 30th, we faced against Chanute, traveled over there and shut them out on their home pitch. So the Purple Dragons, as you see right there, just really good at getting their feet into the ball, getting some feet on the ball, and just creating some sort of chaos on each and every pass that is made to each opponent they oppose. The goal kick now leads to an opportunity for these Cardinals, as that is DeGraffenried in the midfield, playing it across to the wing. That's Avery Stoghill. She has the ball now, going to the corner. Saves it, and that's knocked out. Number 15, Chaslin Medina. A great job by her to actually gain possession for the Purple Dragons. That was a kind of a scary play up the field there by Graffenried, and a great reception by Avery Stoghill. Excuse me. Avery Stoghill now with the ball. Stolen from the inbound. She passed it over to Avery Allen. Back to Stoghill, who opts to play it back, but played right back forward to Allen. She sends it to the left wing, and she's going to find a receiver. I believe that's Kylie Center out there in the left wing, but the Purple Dragons clean it up. Looked scary for a second, but you always knew they were going to take care of it. Sammy Gallardo on the run in the midfield now. She cleans it up. That's on the left wing. That's Chaslin Medina trying to create something, playing it way high into the air. Claire Nasek not able to receive it, but Medina almost catching her own pass and forcing that back line of Webb City to clear the ball out. Now at the 25-yard line mark, Medina hustling to the ball on the sideline, and you see early on here, very fast-paced play by the Purple Dragons here in just 2.5, almost 3 minutes of play. Medina now throwing it in, receiving it back to herself, and that's back to Lopez trying to make something happen. Medina now opting to switch the pitch. In the midfield now, Lopez got cleared away. Oh, and DeGraffenfield on the run, outpacing the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons back line all by herself. Is she going to do it? She shoots. Oh, that's in. The Cardinals strike first. In just 3 minutes and 20 seconds of play, DeGraffenfield, you would have thought that was Usain Bolt running from the 50-yard line, and just outran the Purple Dragon midfield and defense. And an incredible celebration as well. Little bit of a backflip, finger gun action, but nonetheless, DeGraffenfield able to just pace abuse the Purple Dragons back line and make a goal opportunity out of herself. 1-0 Cardinals after just 3.5 minutes. Purple Dragons now trying to create some sort of offensive opportunity. Lopez out to the wing. That's in the middle now to Nasek. Oh, but cleaned away and recycled by Avery Allen. It's going to find Allen back in the middle, but quickly met by Lopez to create a deflection and brought in by the Purple Dragons. And it looked like it was deflected by Cardinal, but they're going to give it to the Cardinals on the sideline anyways. A quick throw in. Found DeGraffenfield again. Look out. Great tackle by the fullback on the opposite side. Can't quite see the number. Uh-oh, and DeGraffenfield back on this left far side of the pitch here. But met by a couple of Purple Dragons, and Lopez has it now in the middle. And she's doing a great job staying in front of her opposer, and she clears it out. But back out to Avery Allen in that more defensive central middle position, trying to get it back up to Stoghill in the right wing, and she finds DeGraffenfield in the middle. Great touch. She settles it. She gets a shot off, skies it through the uprights. It's good, but it's not a goal. You're going to get a goal kick from the Purple Dragons here. DeGraffenfield, through just 5 minutes, already creating such havoc on this back line that the Purple Dragons are not used to seeing. Just a very quick individual And that's going to create problems in any sort of defense, not just these Purple Dragons. And I believe that is, and I don't have her on my roster. But anyways, the ball is yet again found the Grafenfield's boot. And that's to the far side now. I believe that is Annesley Cranford on the left wing, and she's battling hard against Cassandra Beretta, who's going to regain possession for these Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. Throwing it in now, back to Beretta on the far touchline. To Lopez. Tries to get it back to Beretta, but just a very tight window and unable to do so. Yet again in there, a quick and long throw in from the Cardinals. It's going to be in possession of Pittsburgh, and Lopez has the ball now in the midfield, opting to go back out to the right wing. Pittsburgh inching forward, but retaining possession. Uh-oh. They get past the back line. It's a 1v1. The Cardinals shoots, deflected by the goalkeeper. A great save by the Purple Dragons. I believe that is Cadence Burns. Way to clean it up and get it back up the pitch. Not a very clean pass to Avery Allen, and it's going to fall into possession of the Purple Dragons. It's going to get played up, but deflected. Number 15, Jocelyn Medina, had a great chance to hit the striker in stride. And just barely missed that opportunity. That could have been a chance to neutralize this game and put it back to zeros. A lot of contact right here. You had Cassandra Beretta fighting in that midfield, trying to retain possession. And a great job by Ashley Batek. A ball played to the Grafenfield, but just too long. It's going to be swept up by Cadence Burns, excuse me. She plays it up the pitch, and it finds some Webb City Cardinal red. The Grafenfield trying to get behind that back line again. From the ball played nicely from the midfield, but not successful. Now you have Jocelyn Medina playing the midfield to Lopez, who is stoutly met by a defender of the Cardinals, but Beretta finds it on the right side, and she's got a defender work past, and she loses it, quickly regains it. Well, he's not to Lopez, but Lopez wasn't exactly ready for it. A touch right into the defender, and that is Avery Allen hustling to the other side of the pitch. Or excuse me, no, that's Avery Pogue. That's the third Avery. She rips a shot right at the keeper, cleaned up, no contest. Purple Dragons still able to hold on to that 1 goal deficit, not letting it be larger than it is. Playing up the pitch. Hustle from Claire Vasek, excuse me, and just not gathered in cleanly by Medina, and then she's going to lose possession on this near touchline, about the 20-yard line, but Avery Stoghill quickly moving it past the 50 and playing to Grafenfield, because why wouldn't she? And she's going to receive it with no contest. One-on-one at the keeper again. She shoots off the right post and in to Grafenfield. No doubt about it. Quickly a 2-goal lead for the Cardinals. And the Purple Dragons just not able to keep up with the Grafenfield. And some 2 beautiful assists so far from Avery Stoghill on this right wing. Playing beautiful balls in stride. You would imagine she's playing at a college level. These balls are just in the perfect ratio for the Grafenfield to receive, but without the contest of any Purple Dragons. And both times she's delivered beautifully placed shots. After just 8.5 minutes, it's a 2-0 ball game. And the Purple Dragons kick it off, but quickly gave it back to the Cardinals. And Beretta on the right side gonna let the Webb City Cardinal on the far side. I can't quite see her number. She guided it out of bounds and let Beretta keep control. A throw in now on the far touchline. Played up to the right wing. I believe that it is Marina Alta. Not able to bring it in. The Cardinals yet again trying to go for that quick and long throw in, trying to get to Grafenfield in open space, trying to get that hat trick early on. But And it's Alta on the right wing yet again, just not able to get past that fullback on the far side. Again, back in possession of the Cardinals. And beautifully contained by the Cardinal in the midfield, but lost and regained by Lopez. But after a lot of ricochets, it's going to still ricochet around this midfield. Nobody's trying to regain possession fully. It's going to get the play up to Grafenfield. She receives it through 6 defenders. Tries to play it across to Stoghill, but cleared out by the Purple Dragons. And our captain, number 16, Noah Narcado. But that's a shot in the right wing from Stoghill and just off the target. That's going to be a goal kick on the right side for the Purple Dragons. And Pittsburgh, through 10 minutes of play, their big issue has been not letting de Grafenfield become open in that middle of the field, just able to outpace the center backs and both these wingers, mostly Avery Stoghill for the Cardinals on this right side, being able to deliver beautiful balls to her and give her really easy opportunity to deliver on some open one-on-one shots to the keeper. So they got to find a way to eliminate that problem. And offensively, no threat to the Cardinal keeper, no shots on target for the Purple Dragons yet. As it's gained on the far wing for the Purple Dragons, but quickly lost to the Webb City midfield. Lopez trying to retain possession, and she does. Beretta doing a great job of fighting. Lopez back at it now. That's Claire Vasek finding the right wing. She gets it back. Pittsburgh's broken free. Muscling through contact, Jennifer Lopez, the sophomore. Oh, a scary fall. Claire Vasek had a beautiful ball played through the middle of the pitch, and Lopez using her very tall frame and very long, very quick ability, and strong as well, able to shove away the center back, but just could never gain control of the ball, and it ended up just kept spinning away from her. And that's a goal kick for the Cardinals. Beretta now defending her to attacker, and Avery Allen going to stumble over the ball and give Pittsburgh possession, but quickly giving back to the Cardinals. Avery Allen making up for it, playing a good ball, but cleaned up by number 16, Nora Naricata, the captain. And Pittsburgh just misses on the clearance. That's a breakaway attempt for the Cardinals, and after a scare, it's still alive. The Purple Dragons get away with one there, just couldn't find a way to clear the ball cleanly off a couple of poor shots, to say the least, but still found a way to contest the keeper. As Vasek now trying to fight for one at the top of the pitch, and just not successful. The Cardinals moving past the midline here in the Purple Dragons side of the stadium yet again. Pittsburgh just trying to get it on the Webb City side and make some sort of offensive pressure, but every single time the ball goes back there, it just gets recycled into their half, and the pressure just keeps piling on. A shot from the 20-yard marker. Avery Allen just trying to give the keeper something to work with, but yet again, Cadence Burns able to just clean it up with ease. A great throw up there to Lopez. She's fighting yet again, very strong attacker, giving these Webb City Cardinal defenders a tough time. That's a foul committed on her, so the Purple Dragons will get a long free kick here. Have a chance to execute some sort of set piece. Try to give them a chance to put some pressure on offensively. It's going to be played up to Lopez, and both Lopez's, 9 and 10. But Avery Allen finds a way to get that ball in her boot yet again. Plays out this dog heel, but greatly defended by Nacarado. Gives the Purple Dragons a chance to fall back and get back in their shape. Avery Allen again working against Lopez in the midfield, and is able to kick it to the back line through a couple Purple Dragon defenders, and it finds the Grafenfield. She tries to play Alex Matarino, and Matarino does come down with it, Works her defender on the far side, tries to cross it in and deflected. That's going to be, well, I would have thought to be a corner kick, but they're going to call it a goal kick. And there's our first sub. And yet again, like I said, I'm so far back here, I couldn't tell you what numbers these are. But a Webb City Cardinal midfielder, by just guess of the eye, I'm going to go Annesley Cransford was subbed out for a number I don't have on the roster just yet. And that mystery number does have the ball right now. I'm making a beautiful move to get past the Purple Dragon and try to create a chance for DeGraffenfield. And it's going to be deflected out of bounds. DeGraffenfield in that far touchline is going to throw it in back to her. DeGraffenfield battling. And it's going to be her ball again at this 10-yard marker on the far touchline. Long throw in over the head of Beretta. And Lopez fighting for it in the midfield. She's got it. Puts down her defender. She still has it. Beautiful display of ball control. Plays Vasek. But swept up by the keeper. Really no problem with that one for her. Purple Dragons, though, starting to generate some pressure on these Cardinals, but just not at the rate that you would wish with this 2-goal deficit early on. And Lopez takes a shot off the chest, but for the better, that's the other Jennifer Lopez trying to battle for it, and it now finds Caslin Medina. She's got it. She's got a little bit of space. She plays Vasek on the left side of the top of the box, but just unable to play it back to the middle for a shot opportunity. Recycled, though. Back to Jennifer Lopez in this near wing. And she's going to have a chance to throw it in here and try to get a chance for these Purple Dragons to get a boot on it and challenge this goalkeeper at once. As Vasek drills it off a Webb City Cardinal defender right in the chest, and she clears it out. So another throw in for the Purple Dragons on this near touchline. Medina yet again throwing it in. Cleared out by a Cardinal, but Nacarado able to push it back up there. And oh! Claire Nasek received a bullet to the side of the head from a Webb City Cardinal defender and got right back up. Yeah, hand on the face. What a trooper, able to walk off on her own free will. She got up right as she got that blow delivered. I hope she can get that checked out. That was point blank. Walking back there now with the coach, just talking it over. Obviously in some discomfort, but no need for a trainer. It looks like she seems to be a very tough gal out there. And we heard that from up here in the press box, and that happened quite a distance away from us. You heard the oohs and ahs from the oohs from the crowd. What a trooper. Put the sub on now, as Nacarado tried to play it up that left wing to Medina. Just not able to get there in time. It is regained by Stoghill. Avery Allen now playing it up to Nacarado. Stoghill now trying to find DeGraffenfield in the middle of the field. Cleared out by the Purple Dragons, and now finds Jennifer Lopez. That was Adriana Lopez trying to push it up to the newly subbed on striker for the Purple Dragons, but unsuccessful. Avery Pogue now cutting her way through some defenders of the Purple Dragons. But stonewalled, and Medina's going to be able to play it up to Lopez, but unsuccessful. Beretta now able to regain possession. Lopez gets the ball played back to her in the middle of the field. It'll be out of bounds now. Webb City with a chance to throw it in that far touchline and well into their final third. The Purple Dragons dealing some pressure now, but a great job by Nacarado. And really this whole game through 20 minutes now has cleared out plenty of crucial attacking chances from these Cardinals. That right there, another one. But the sub on, I never had time to check the full roster. Cleared in a sec after taking a brutal shot to the face. Karen Guerrera is the striker in place of her right now. And through those couple minutes she's been in here, she's played some key passes to try to give the Purple Dragons some chances, but as the full game has gone so far, none have been converted on. Alex Matarino now fighting through a crowd of Purple Dragons, including Barracuda as of right now, or excuse me, Beretta. As she comes away with it, pushing that right flank and runs into a defender of her own. DeGraffenfield now in open space on the left side of the pitch. She's got Avery Pogue in the middle. Can't get it to her because she's swarmed by Purple Dragons. She's going to find her way through. She's going to find a way to keep it through all this pressure. Finally, Adriana Lopez able to get her boot in the ball and walk it away from the initial danger of the goal. And now she has a throw in and able to keep possession. We have another substitute coming on. That's just can't quite see from here. It's number 27, Sarah Miller, coming on. And that's going to add a lot of height to this Purple Dragons midfield and defense. And that should make it a lot easier to win some aerial battles, and hopefully defensively she's moving very nimbly, and that's not a word, but very nimble. Should hopefully cause more difficulties for DeGraffenfield in that final third. As the ball is played up well into the final third of the Cardinals, but yet again easily swept up by the keeper, and she's going to take her time and survey this and kick the ball surely back up into the Purple Dragon side of the field. As who would you guess? Avery Allen receiving it, but also Adriana Lopez, who's been on her hip the whole game, doing a great job of getting it out of her foot. Jennifer Lopez now with Adriana right next to her. She's going to find Karen Guerrera, who's trying her hardest to get it to Medina. But yet again, the keeper doing a great job of her own, sweeping every single ball coming in and eliminating all the Purple Dragon attacks. And a great job by Miller to play that ball back into the Pittsburgh attack, but nobody there to really take care of it. As now Alex Matarino going one-on-one against the Pittsburgh Purple Dragon final line, not successful, and that's cleared away. Beretta has done a great job, just like Lopez in that midfield, as Beretta in that final half really stopped a lot of attacks. Right there, another key attack that just got stifled by the undersized Beretta, may I add. Very feisty and very strong-willed defender. Right there again, as you see, another attack just slowed down tremendously. Avery Pogue now in the middle field. Really no one there to stop her. Stockdale on the wing. Pogue's going to keep it. She's going to go all the way. She's going to shoot it right at the keeper, and it's just knocked right down. Cadence Burns, a great job not to fold under pressure and keep that one in front of her. Just 16 minutes left of play in this half now. Purple Dragons gotta find a way to break some ice here and make this a one-goal ball game. Give themselves a chance going down the stretch, as they're gonna have a throw-in now about this 20-yard mark on the Cardinals side. After the throw-in from Medina, ball got knocked around a couple times in that final third of the Cardinals, but it's going to be a goal kick. No real pressure. Still putting this keeper. Still not a shot on goal for the Purple Dragons. The goal kick now going to land right at the feet of Adriana Lopez, unable to gather it. Meets a very strong Avery Pogue, who gets past a very strong Nacarado. She's got nothing but daylight. She's got Monterino on her left. She's going to shoot it herself, and yet again, Cadence Burns is able to clean it up. Despite the two beautiful strikes from the Grafenfield, Burns has done a great job in the net, posing a great sense of difficulty against these Cardinals and their goal poaching abilities. Cleared up now to the attack of the Purple Dragons, but as the Cardinals have done so well, they're going to play it back into their own attack. Stoghill working against Medina. A couple ricochets later, and the Cardinals and Stoghill have a throw-in. Excuse me. Karen Guerrera able to cause a handball by a Cardinal defender. It's going to be a throw-in yet again at the midfield line. Adriana Lopez. Medina. Lopez. Miller now using her head to try to push it back up the pitch. And Nacarado able to get it back up to Medina, who's going to try to switch it to Jennifer Lopez on the far side. She's hustling for it, using that great speed to keep it in play, putting the brakes on, trying to play it in, but finds a couple boots. It's going to be stopped and cleared out of balance on the far touchline. The Purple Dragons will have a throw-in about that 25-yard marker. And you're starting to see more and more as this first half winds down. The Purple Dragons are beginning to create more pressure offensively. Like right now, Carrera has the ball in the middle of the pitch, knocking it down a couple of defenders, plays a ball to Medina, but just unsuccessful. It's that final pass or two that the Purple Dragons can't come away with to give themselves a chance to strike at the keeper. And that's made all the difference so far in this game. That's another sub comes on for the Cardinals. That's Avery Pogue coming off. Adriana Lopez able to stifle the progression of play in the back line for the Cardinals. And now Jennifer Lopez has a chance, but yet again just runs into too many Cardinals that are just converging on her every time she gets that ball on the right wing. It just feels like she's stranded on an island every time she has it. Guerrera's trying to fight for it, but yet again, the ball just cleared out by that Cardinal back line. Lopez trying to find Guerrera or Medina, but so close, yet no cigar. Medina unsuccessful. Stoghill gets it past Nacarado, but Miller there to sweep it up. but quickly loses possession. That's a wide open Alex Matarino. She's got a shot at the keeper, but it doesn't contest her. It's far wide. Cadence Burns, yet again, holding her own. That time, Matarino not enough willpower around to even challenge her after the save she's made so far this game. As Lopez gets the ball in the midfield, but quickly brought away by Avery Allen. Nacarado now finds Avery Allen, excuse me. Purple Dragon struggling to clear it. Finally do. A long shot, blew the uprights again. Just too high that time, almost a great strike from Sammy Gallardo in that Webb City midfield. She's got a great job herself of embracing the same role that Lopez does for the Purple Dragons, being a pest on the ball and even creating shot opportunities for these Cardinals. As that goal kick doesn't make it past the back line, and Stoghill goes for a one-touch outside the box and skies it into the bleachers, but that's another shot created by the mistakes of the Purple Dragons, struggling to even play it out of the back. Another goal kick now. Pittsburg throw in on the far side of the midfield. Try to get it in too quick, whistle down because we need some substitution. Our captain, or excuse me, I've been calling her a captain this whole time. It very well might just be some shoulder tape. But Nacarado nonetheless played like one, and outstanding defensive pressures throughout the first 30 minutes of this game. She got subbed off for the time being for, I believe, Kylie Serrano. As yet again, not getting a great view of these jerseys. But Medina in the final third, trying to play it up to the fellow striker Guerrera, who does come away with it eventually. Tries to find Lopez, and she gets it. Guerrera with the strike, off wide to the left. That was Pittsburgh's first real chance to challenge the Webb City Cardinal keeper. Guerrera just not able to get through it enough to put it on target. Just blasted it out wide, and Pittsburgh wishes they could have that one back. That could have been a real game shaker. Still stuck at that 2-0 scoreline that was set early on by Dakota de Graffenfield in two phenomenal strikes in the first 8.5 minutes. Avery Stoghill playing a great ball to Avery Pogue, who yet again finds de Graffenfield and tries to poke it past the back line, but swept up again by Cadence Burns. Great job by her. Lopez and Gallardo now fighting in that midfield. De Graffenfield, a great cross to Stoghill, but cleaned up. Medina on this close side loses it to Stoghill. And she's working away and trying to get another shot on the goal, and just far right again, not contesting the keeper, Cadence Burns, at all. Yet another goal kick for the Purple Dragons. Let's see if they can get it past the midfield and try to create an attack. But Avery Allen quickly finding the ball in her boot and playing Stoghill on the right wing. It finds de Graffenfield at that 5-yard mark. And Allen goes for the one touch from outside the box and tried to curve that one in like David Beckham, but unfortunately didn't fall in her favor. Miller doing a great job of getting that ball away from their final third and get some pressure off the back of these Pittsburgh Purple Dragon defenders. For the last 5 minutes, it's been relentless by these Cardinals. And a great ball to throw in from Medina, and Guerrera just not able to corral it. Adriana Lopez fighting in that midfield again, but the Cardinals find a wide open Avery Pogue on that right wing by herself, trying to cross it in, and yet again, Cadence Burns just making no problem of that ball across her face. Lopez yet again battling, unsuccessful this time around. And just under the 5-minute mark now, you're going to see another wave of substitutions. Avery Stogtail and Annesley Crawford going off. As the Cardinals play it into the midfield. Number 22, Aranza Gamez, came on for the Cardinals in that right wing. That's the only substitution I was able to catch at the time. Next time I come out here, I need to make sure I bring my binoculars. Or maybe just my glasses. That could help a lot too. Avery Pogue now challenging the keeper, Cadence Burns. She can't get it out cleanly, but a great job by the Purple Dragons. The defense, the back line, Michelle Lucas. That time round, able to clear it out and pick up her keeper. Yeah, Avery Pogue, a great opportunity, but Cadence Burns able to close her out and swipe it away, but it wasn't very clean. And there's another opportunity in the right wing for the Cardinals to put it in, but Michelle Lucas, a great job hustling back and able to kick it out. We have our first corner kick of tonight's contest. But it's played in. No feet find it so far. Barely cleared out by the Purple Dragons. And the Cardinals are going to have a corner kick from the other side. And number 7, Sammy Gallardo, played one in there. And at first, it was able to bounce once or twice without anybody touching it, and it landed at the feet of the Graffin field, but a couple Purple Dragons, they were able to block it off from the goal and clear it back into the back line, and there's a corner kick now from the Gallardo on the opposite side. It comes in, headed out by Miller perfectly. Lopez has nothing but daylight, but she can't settle it. Medina streaking quickly on the far side as Miller hits the deck. Looked like she got hit in the face by a loose elbow of a Cardinal. And she gets up with no problem, but just obviously a little rattled by the initial impact. You know, loose forearms and elbows right into the face or nose don't feel good. And excuse me, I believe that was actually Karen Guerrera. A free kick now from Medina for Guerrera, but unable to get there. Medina's going to receive the clearance. Jennifer Lopez on the far side, leaving it off for Adriana. And yet again, Kylie Center, that left side defense, just anything that's coming her way, she's going to get it out. Time dwindling to the final 70 seconds now in this first half. The Purple Dragons, one final chance to make this a 1-goal game. Miller throwing it in the far touchline to Adriana Lopez, and yet again runs into a very stalwart Kylie Center, and she's going to force another goal kick. 50 seconds now. Cardinals taking their time. No hurry to get this ball back and play in their final attack, in their final third, excuse me. As Kylie Center kind of saves a scare, but not fully. That time, she does. Now Sammy Gallardo forcing it up the pitch. A hustling Michelle Lucas able to clear that one out in the final second. Or actually, final second. There's still 15 left. To Grafenfield trying to find the opposite winger. Great job by Barreto to get that one out. And Barreto just doing a great job of corralling that ball to herself and eliminating that final attack. And folks, that's your first half. The Webb City Cardinals going into the locker room with a 2-goal lead, both at the courtesy of Dakota DeGraffenried. Beautiful strikes in the first 8.5 minutes. Showcased her speed early on and gave the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons something to worry about for the rest of the first half. And that they did, and that they took care of, allowing no goals past that point. But offensively, no success and really no threats. So going into the locker room, these Purple Dragons have something to talk about, and we'll discuss it more after this first halftime break. You're watching Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome to the GM Bank Halftime Show, brought to you by GM Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for more than 100 years. Whether it's personal, business, or agricultural needs, trust the team at GM Bank. Find out more at gn-bank.com. After 40 minutes of play, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons stay goalless after two very impressive strikes from Dakota DeGraffenfield. Field. Webb City Cardinals have a 2-goal lead on your Purple Dragons. And what DeGraffenfield Field has done for Webb City is what Pittsburgh hasn't had any of this whole first half. The attack has been hard to come by, and you've seen as the first half progressed, it got better and better, more promising, but still, we never had that final pass or that final opportunity for us to really deliver a true chance and challenge the goalkeeper for Webb City. She's only had, well, there hasn't been one shot on target. She's only had one scare, and that was when Karen Guerrero had the ball on the left side about 6 feet out, but just missed the goal altogether on the left side of it. And that's been Pittsburgh's highlight offensively. Defensively, it's got to go to Cadence Burns. She deserves her flowers. She's done plenty of work in just one half alone of keeping this game only at 2 goals after that first 8-minute surge from the DeGraffenried. I've been mispronouncing her name this whole time. I apologize. DeGraffenried has been terrorizing Pittsburgh, but Cadence Burns able to really minimize that damage. But on the other side of this break, we'll go more in depth on it. You're watching Pittsburgh Sports Live. Hang tight.
Thanks to your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your patient.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Every tax season, a villain rises.
Keep those numbers messy. I thrive on confusion.
But when overpayment strikes, a hero answers the call.
You can't save them all, Captain.
Watch me. Prime Accounting, fighting for your deductions, protecting your refund. Don't let Tax Luther take your refund. Join Team Prime today. Power to the people who fight.
To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburg.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Welcome back to second half of action here in the Webb City Cardinals Stadium. 40 minutes left to play here, and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons still haven't found the way to break the ice. As I've mentioned many times already, thanks to the star powers of Dakota DeGraffenried, in the early minutes of today's game, she was able to open the floodgates, and flood it did. She had two quick goals to really set away this lead for the Cardinals, utilizing her incredible pace and shot placement abilities. The Purple Dragons now trying to create some early pressure of their own, and because that's what they've struggled with so far, is not more so the pressure offensively, but that final chance, that final pass, that final shot. They haven't found that at all. They've only attempted so many shots, and believe it or not, none of those shots have been on target yet. So the keeper, really no challenge so far for her. But this midfield play, I would say, already has been pretty dominant by the Purple Dragons, not giving the Cardinals any chance to create any offensive opportunity, but the Cardinals also completely eliminating Pittsburgh's offensive opportunities as they kick the ball all the way down the pitch, but Beretta easily cleaning it away and clearing it out, letting the Purple Dragons come back on defense. The throw in from the far touchline from the Cardinals. It's going to find, it's going to attempt to find center on this close side now. She was on the far side this first half and gave the Dragons a lot to work with, but a ball played in very nicely by the Purple Dragons and cleared away by the keeper, but Lopez able to retain possession in that midfield. It does get stolen away, though. Avery Pogue on the near side finds Gallardo, who finds Manarino, and she's going to play it just too far out of the reach of Stodshill. It's going to be the Purple Dragons soccer ball, excuse me. Gallardo now trying to create a chance. DeGraffenried unable to receive that pass with any intention. Ball played across to Marina Alta, but quickly, yet again, disarmed by center. DeGraffenried trying to fight through Beretta, and Beretta gets whistled for a foul, using too much contact and force, trying to stop the quick Dakota DeGraffenried, because once she gets out of your grip, she's gone. Gallardo now seems to be the set piece specialist for the Cardinals. We've seen her kick both the corners, and now the long free kick. She's going to go for the shot. And a good one at that, but just right at the hands of Cadence Burns, thankfully, for the Purple Dragons. That ball was whistled in there from well beyond 30 yards. As Gallardo now trying to receive that goal kick, and it's whistled for a foul against Adriana Lopez. Purple Dragons, yet again, thanks to Cadence Burns, able to keep that a 2-goal deficit and no more. And she's been able to greatly contain the score of this ball game past that 8-minute mark in the first half. As Alto is able to play it back up into the Webb City Cardinals defensive half. As soon as I say that, ball finds its way back to the midfield. A great ball played to Jennifer Lopez, just not able to get there in time. The keeper yet again able to sweep it up. And that's what she's done all game for the Cardinals. She's been that last reinforcement as the goalkeeper is, and she's done an exceptional job at that. Obviously keeping the clean sheet and not allowing these Purple Dragons to finish that last pass herself, which is pretty impressive nonetheless. And that was some serious threat on the right wing from Stodhill, but the ball just played just out of her reach, and the Purple Dragons got away with one there because that back line was pretty well diminished on that far side. As there's a foul committed on Karen Guerrera, so that'll allow a free kick for the Purple Dragons. And it's going to be rolled right to Gallardo. And the Cardinals are back on it in the attacking half. And Dakota DeGraffenreid, excuse me. Now Stodhill. And almost a serious blunder by the Purple Dragons. Ball got played back to the keeper way too quick, and Burns is not able to bring it in. It's a corner for the Cardinals, and another set piece and scoring opportunity for Gallardo. All the Cardinals running onto the box now. Stodhill got a chance, but the Purple Dragons able to keep it their possession and able to finally clear it out. Karen Guerrera in the world, and she trips over the soccer ball. A serious chance to counterattack, and just a footing issue for Guerrero that time around, and that was Pittsburgh's serious chance to get a 2-on-2 counterattack. And we have a chance here again with Jennifer Lopez. She receives it, lasers it back off to Guerrera. Plays it back up to Lopez, but unfortunately Lopez, while she's incredibly quick, not that quick. Ball does get cleared out by center, so the Purple Dragons do have a throw-in opportunity in that far touchline around the 20-yard mark. Just about 8 minutes into the second half. Purple Dragons, each minute they lose is another chance. Just that attack, gotta find an answer. And as time winds down, it gets more and more dire. Because we know that defense, as it does look scary at times with this Webb City attack, they've done a great job for the last 40 minutes of soccer now. As Nora Nacarado with the throw in on the far foul line. Returns to the boot of Adriana Lopez. Working her way through the midfield, but cleared out by center, and that's a great ball. That is Alex Matarino, one of Cadence Burns, yet again, right to her, and she clears it again. Cadence Burns having the game of a lifetime. Don't let that scoreboard fool you. Came away with a bunch of critical saves for the Purple Dragons. This game very well could be a 5-6 goal difference if it weren't for Cadence Burns alone in that goalkeeper position. Excuse me. As a beautiful ball is played up by Adriana Lopez, yet again cleared out by the keeper. Sunflower seeds, I tell ya. They'll get ya. As Alta now on the right wing, able to find Lopez, a 3v3 situation. Goes for Guerrera, but blocked. And yet again, just such another opportunity that looked so good from up here, unable to be converted. As De Graffenried gets the ball in stride, but just rolled on too quick. Had a weird touch and gave it so much spin. And as fast as she is, the ball still outran her. It's going to be a goal kick for Cadence Burns and these Purple Dragons. Hitting that 30-minute mark now, just a half hour left of this ball game. Another serious chance for the Cardinals, but yet again the Purple Dragons don't have to be pretty. They always find a way to get it out. And like I mentioned in this pregame show, this back line is always going to keep them in this game, no matter how talented the other team is. And a very talented Webb City Cardinals attack that shut out Carl Junction, which Pittsburg was on the wrong end of one themselves against Carl Junction. A very strong team, and they've held their own. They just cannot find a chance to get past that incredibly talented back line led by Kylie Center. Ball played up to Guerrera, but quickly given back to Gallardo. Trying to find a way past Adriana Lopez, an incredibly difficult task that she's unsuccessful on. Kylie Guerrera, great spin move to get it back to Adriana Lopez. She's got space. The Purple Dragons got a serious chance here. That's Medina running onto it, crossing it in. Jennifer Lopez trying to get it, but cleared away by the keeper again. Wow, the Purple Dragons just can't break this back line. And as promising as these attacks look, just such a talented back line that can let so much through and still escape with no serious wounds. As through over 50 minutes of play now, almost an hour, shut out the Purple Dragons. Adriana Lopez trying to play it to Medina. Just recycled back to Avery Allen. Jennifer Lopez, who's been fighting against Kylie Center all night, finally gets past her, finds Medina. Tries to cross it in the Guerrera, but she knows it. Another missed opportunity. Swept away by the keeper. It's so close each and every time, but such a good back line. De Graffenried now running onto it. A great job by the Purple Dragons to eliminate the immediate threat of the goal, but still at the boot of the Graffenried on the near side now. Gallardo receiving it in the midfield, but slipping. Avery Allen able to find Avery Pogue, who finds Matarino. And she's got a chance. She shoots it. A beautiful strike. Top left corner off the volley. Even Cadence Burns couldn't get to that one. Alex Matarino breaks the ice after 40 minutes of 0-0 soccer. An incredible strike to bring back the fireworks, bring back the life in this game for the Cardinals. And you take out the life of the Purple Dragons, you could see the immediate body, the body emotion and language right there. They've been fighting so hard for the past half hour now, trying to make this a 1-goal game, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-goal game. But Medina still fighting as hard as she has the whole game on that right side. 2v1, it still comes away with the ball. Gets fouled, surely, yes. Oh, and a little shove. She didn't like that whatsoever. Showcase of emotion, and she's going to receive a booking. That's a yellow card for Chaslin Medina. Been dealing with so much pressure and so much physicality. She finally had enough. She's going to get subbed off for those actions. And that's just not thinking before you act right there. Such a talented right winger. She's been putting so much pressure on this back line the whole time. And right there, you're losing a lot of pace and serious attacking capabilities for these next 26 minutes. Adriana Lopez a chance now to play it in the box here in a set piece that Purple Dragons haven't had yet today. It's played beautifully, and it's in the goal! Adriana Lopez. And I can't see who scored it. That's Jennifer Lopez. The Lopez is able to connect on a beautiful set piece. Landed right in front of the keeper. Jennifer Lopez charged onto it. Kicked the ball and might have kneed the keeper right in the ribs, but fighting through contact, Pittsburgh breaks the ice, break the clean sheet, and hopefully that can spark some late momentum now. They've found a way to score. Hopefully they can learn off of that, and through these next 26 minutes, plenty of time to do it. Score 2 goals and put a tie on this, and 3 more. That's a winner. Incredible ball by Adriana Lopez, and an incredible finish by Jennifer to run onto that and find the ball into the back of the net. And Karen Guerrero putting pressure on, and that's going to be the Purple Dragons ball on the far touchline at midfield, and then quickly thrown in back to Guerrero. Adriana Lopez trying her best to get it past the back line and quickly met with an answer, and it's going to roll all the way back to Cadence Burns off a clearance. Quickly sent back up to Miller in that midfield, but she can't retain the possession. That is Avery Pogue now. Matarino coming off that great strike just about 10 minutes ago. Crossed in, really crossed out over the goalpost. No contest for Cadence Burns or the back line of the Dragons. That's another goal kick. Gallardo trying to find a way for the Cardinals to create something at the midfield, and they got a chance, a strike at the goal, but not a difficult one for Burns to receive. You really got to strike a phenomenal shot that not many in the world can save to get past her, and the Webb City, unfortunately, has done that 3 different times against the Purple Dragons tonight. As Medina has a chance, or excuse me, Medina Matarino, but Nacarado able to field it in. And the ball still hasn't been cleared yet. A collision on the far side between Matarino and I believe Ashley Batrek, but I could be completely incorrect there. No, excuse me, I believe it was Michelle Lucas. Her and Matarino collided pretty hard right there. Both popped right back up instantly. Good to see they're both okay. That's a substitution. Nacarado coming off again. Webb City a chance on the far wing, not able to bring it in. That's another goal kick for Burns. Falls into possession of Gallardo. Played across the pitch. And shot off target by Avery Pogue. Yet another goal kick. Or excuse me, this time I don't have eyes. That's a corner kick. Sammy Gallardo now the set piece specialist for the Webb City Cardinals. A low cross. Finds its way back to Gallardo. She's going to try again. This time deflected. And she's going to restart from the exact same spot. Quickly puts it down. Quickly plays it in. There's a shot just over the net. Almost a beautifully received ball by, I believe, Avery Allen off the volley. An awkward angle for the foot to find the soccer ball, and she almost made it happen, but thankfully for the Purple Dragons, flew it just above the goal. And as you can see, the sun just now setting, but the stadium lights making it still feel like it's almost not, it's still very nice outside, still about that 70-degree weather here now with just 20 minutes left to play here at the 8 p.m. mark. Another shot on the goal. Yet again, Cadence Burns, no problems. Quickly get it back up the pitch. Alta fighting for it. Jennifer Lopez now, she comes away with it. She's just going to boot it across for Guerrero to go fetch. And a tall task as Aubrey Peterson closes in on it and clears it out. Quickly into the hands of Lopez. Adriana, that is. Throws it back into Guerrero. Adriana steals it from Gallardo. And Pittsburgh has numbers here, but a great tackle. And a foul by Adriana Lopez that gives Gallardo a chance to launch the ball downfield for the Cardinals. And a rocket it is. The Graffenried running onto it. And a beautiful effort to try to make it not a corner, and a really awkward throw-in for the Purple Dragons. Just unsuccessful. Cadence Burns opting for what feels like her 30th goal kick of the night. Just now reaching on to this 20-minute mark. The final fourth of this game. Final 20 minutes. The Purple Dragons still down 3-1 and had much more offensive opportunity already in this half than they did last half, but it's going to take still a ton more to even out this score, let alone take advantage of it and try to steal one here from the Cardinals. But like I was mentioning before the game, this is a serious test going into the rest of the season. This Cardinals team, a really competitive one, a really strong one, as we've seen for the first 60 minutes of this game. Not an opponent to breeze over by any means on anyone's schedule. 4-2 team coming in here and on pace to be 5-2, but I don't want to speak too soon. This Purple Dragons team still got plenty of fight left in them. No reason to go ahead and mark that on the record. But this team, like I mentioned, the one common opponent they've had against Pittsburgh was that Carl Junction team, who's 6-2 in this season, so 2 more wins and no more losses than Webb City. As another strike comes in from Gallardo about 25 yards out, just off on the right side. It was a rocket. If she could have straightened that out, that could have been another goal for the Cardinals. But like I was saying, this Carl Junction team is the only common opponent we have between ourselves and Webb City. And Webb City was able to go in there and shut them out, as you've seen this beautiful defense, and still go score 3 goals like they have against us tonight. So when you compare that to our matchup against Carl Junction, we lost 5-0. We got shut out, and they scored 5 goals on us. The improvement we've had since then, just only a week ago, has been incredibly impressive. So that's something to really take a nod on, especially at this first-year head coach, Coach Garcia, doing a great job of establishing the tactics here and knowing what she wants to do with this team moving forward. And you can see we got a bunch of troopers who are ready to fight for each and every possession as Lopez goes for a shot. Almost a head scratcher when she had 2 wide open strikers and goal poachers at the top of the pitch. That could have been a chance to make it a 1-goal game again. The Purple Dragons trying to volley the ball forward, unsuccessful. Gallardo, of course, in the mix of it for the Cardinals, making it difficult for the Purple Dragons to move forward in their play. And, of course, it's going to fall in favor of the Cardinals because their defense tonight has just been so stalwart and just difficult for the Purple Dragons to penetrate. It almost feels like bulletproof glass. As another throw-in from the Purple Dragons is quickly sweeped out. And that's a serious issue for the Purple Dragons. Avery Allen on the left wing. She's going to try to find DeGraffin Reed, excuse me. But this time the Purple Dragons and Lucas able to hurry on back and clear it, but not able to stay left to that corner flag. It's going to be a corner kick for the Gallardo. And the Cardinals haven't scored off a set piece yet. And they've had plenty more than the Purple Dragons, as Pittsburgh's only had 1. But the Purple Dragons have scored off that lone set piece, and the Cardinals yet to find an answer. That time, a cleared attempt by Lucas, but not able to get it out. The Cardinals send it back to Gallardo in the corner. And she tries to play it back in, but deflected, and that time it'll be a throw-in. Much different than the corner. DeGraffin Reed finds a wide open Avery Allen. That time just ball jumped up on her. She couldn't square it up and then got launched into the behind the track. And she would have squared that one up. It would have had plenty of power to get past the keeper, but thankfully for us, it didn't happen. The goal kick goes right to Avery Allen for the Cardinals. Manarino able to come down with it. She finds Avery Pogue, who goes for the shot yet again, cleaned up by Cadence Burns. She's had one heck of a performance tonight. That time, a great clearance by Cassandra Beretta. Under that 15-minute arc now, excuse me. Purple Dragons, just a quarter of an hour to go try to find at least 2 goals and get a tie, not a full loss. As Jennifer Lopez, able to get past center, who nobody has been able to do so far. Sticking with the play, that's Guerrera finding a defender of her own, but yet again able to stay away from her. That time, Gallardo able to clean it up. That was another serious threat for the Purple Dragons, but that Webb City physical defense making it that much more difficult. As Avery Allen just running past Beretta, but Beretta, great job to get back and clear it out. Lucas on her boot now, back to Beretta. Outstanding effort from those two. And a long ball played to Guerrera from Adriana Lopez. Purple Dragons have a throw-in. And it's going to find Lopez at the top of the box. She's going to try to let it roll past her, but there's nobody there to receive it. And that's going to be a goal kick. The goal kick now. Played up the line to the Pittsburg Purple Dragons Beretta, excuse me. And just keeps rolling to the back of the net. That time cleared out for a goal kick. Went from goal kick to goal kick. Sammy Gallardo, the sophomore. I believe I failed to mention that. Anytime past the starting lineups, like incredible talent in that midfield for the Webb City Cardinals, really controls it both offensively and defensively. A great playmaker and defender. She's their selected set piece lady, and she's done great so far, but hasn't been able to find any assist. And right there, from the corner to getting the ball back onto her own boot. Just such great control of the foot and the ball when it's in her possession. But the Purple Dragons in control right now. Jennifer Lopez laying it off to Adriana. Stolen away by center again. Just an incredible defender in that left side for the Webb City Cardinals. Adriana Lopez now for the throw-in here at the 5-yard marker. Jennifer unable to create any offensive opportunity. Finds the Graffin read now. And here she's off for the races. She's going to lay it off to Matarino. Finds Avery Pogue. Now Avery Allen. Trying to get past Beretta, but Beretta too fast and nimble for that to work on her. It's going to be a throw-in. And a great header by Lucas to get that one out. Jennifer Lopez and Guerrera, 2v3, got a chance here to some last-minute desperation. Guerrera, great control on the ball. She's going to shoot it. Well placed, but what a save. Guerrera put that right on line to go right into that bottom right corner. Just a beautiful save from the Cardinal keeper. And that right there really felt like what could have been a final rally to give this team any chance to muster their way back into this. But all is not over. They still have a corner kick and a set-piece opportunity. If they can score here, 9 minutes, excuse me, is still a long time to score one goal. Played in by Lopez, and it's going to find someone at the top of the box, and Lopez is offside, so it's going to be a goal kick. Lopez not happy with that outcome of that that free kick, excuse me, that corner kick as soon as it came off the boot. and did not end up in a positive result for the Purple Dragons. The Graffin read now, off to the races, but just as quick as Beretta. She's going to get there and clear it out for the corner. She might have met her match. We saw that all too often in the first 10 minutes of the game. Started getting flashbacks there, but Beretta had enough of that. Thank goodness for the Purple Dragons, still keeping that life. Not completely shutting out the light at the end of the tunnel. Gallardo now. Yet again, Beretta. As Gallardo had a chance to play it back in, and another Cardinal found their boot on it, but yet again just skied way above the goalkeeper. That's going to be yet another goal kick for the Purple Dragons with just 7.5 minutes left to score 2 goals to at least come away with a tie here and not a full loss on the record. And yet again, that goal kick keeps finding its way to Avery Allen of the Webb City Cardinals, and no Purple Dragon uniforms, but Pittsburgh in possession right now. Spoke too soon. Matarino playing it across and just skied away by Avery Allen. That was a chance for Webb City to fully put it away. And Avery Allen wished she could have that one back. She was maybe 3 yards from the box and still found a way to get it over the net. Yet again, just like the last couple times, that ball just skipping up on it in the last possible second. She's not able to fully square it up and put it online. Adriana Lopez now. To Graffenried. Some technical skill moves to get past a couple of defenders, the Purple Dragons. But it falls back into possession of Pittsburgh. As ball continues to switch possession, Miller's going to have it against Avery Pogue, who comes away with it. A streaking right winger. Finds the Graffenried in the middle, just not able to square it up, but yet again cleared by the Purple Dragons. And so many dangerous opportunities against Pittsburgh, and almost always able to clean it up with no serious repercussions. As you can start to see the fatigue set in for the Purple Dragons, those attacks are starting to become even more and more desperate. You're starting to see in these last 5 minutes the Cardinals really starting to be the aggressors here, even though they have a 2-goal lead. It's starting to look dire here in Webb City for the Purple Dragons. Trying to find some sort of third or fourth wind here to coast them to another 2 goals here and some crazy late heroics they could so desperately use, as Lucas not able to find any white uniforms on the goal kick, and a shot comes directly after at Burns, and yet again able to clean it up. As Burns, with serious trouble, the ball acting like a pinball machine between Cardinal and Pittsburgh Purple Dragon players. Somehow, Cadence Burns able to clear that one away, and another corner kick for Sammy Gallardo. The Cardinals insist on making this a 3-goal game. But Cadence Burns and the Purple Dragons so far not allowing it. Gallardo to the back of the box. Miller on the breakaway now. Oh, but there's a whistle. They're going to call foul. That's going to be a pretty short free kick here for Sammy Gallardo, who we've seen has the power and the curve to put this one on target and seriously make this a 4-goal game for the Cardinals. Here at the 15-yard marker, about 25 yards away from the goal here on that right hash line. Walks up to it, strikes, drives it low and right into Burns' hands. No problem there for Cadence. The Cardinals a 4v2 in this final third against the Purple Dragons. The ball on the far side finds a way into Burns' gloves yet again. The Dragons outnumbered 2-1 and still get cleaned away. And still a 3-1 game now with under 2 minutes left to play. The Cardinals still unrelentless trying to find that 4th goal. The Purple Dragons, you can see the attack just running out of steam. As Miller is trying her best to get it back up the pitch, as Sammy Gallardo says no to that, and Avery Pogue running onto it. Able to use her strength to keep the possession. And just cleared away by the Purple Dragons. Another corner kick coming up from Gallardo. And you have to imagine she's telling herself, I mean, this has got to be the time, right? It feels like she's delivered 9 or 10 corner kicks and a couple free kicks from the top of the box, and none have resulted in a goal so far. And quite frankly, it hasn't had to, as the Webb City Cardinals are fixing to come away with this one 3-1. And if Gallardo can deliver, could be 4-1. The header off the uprights and it bounces in, but for a field goal, not a goal. It's still going to stay 3-1 here. Time winding down to the final seconds, and with just 30 seconds left now. Lopez just going to clear that one out of bounds. Now it's starting to feel like it's safe to say we can solidify those new updated records. The Cardinals going to be moving up to 5-2. The Purple Dragons moving down to 3-4. A very tough opponent for both these teams. The Cardinals able to come out on top, and that's going to be very good towards their midseason campaign. They've played against some very good opponents, and they've come away with most of them, but still haven't been able to find a way to separate themselves from the middle of the pack and reach the elites of Nixa and Glendale, as they've fell both 0-8 both those games. The Pittsburg Purple Dragons, on the other hand, falling down to 3-4 like I just mentioned. They're going to move down to 1-2 in the month of April. Had a 1-game winning streak coming into this. It's going to be a 1-game losing streak coming into Monday against the Joplin Eagles. We're going to go move into our post-game show on the other side of this break. You are watching Pittsburgh Sports Live. Stay tuned in.
Every tax season a villain rises.
Keep those numbers messy. I thrive on confusion.
But when overpayment strikes, a hero answers the call.
You can't save them all, Captain.
Watch me. Prime Accounting, fighting for your deductions, protecting your refund. Don't let tax luther take your refund. Join Team Prime today. Power to the people who fight.
To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at bigironauctions.com. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburg.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome to the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons post-game show here, brought to you by Varsity Sports Live. We saw a very competitive, and as a scoreboard unfortunately doesn't reflect a close game. The Purple Dragons competed all the way through, but a very strong and talented Webb City Cardinals team got the better of us, finishing in a 3-1 defeat in favor of the Cardinals. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons will be coming back home Monday to the traveling Joplin Eagles. So, staying in that Southwest Missouri COC Conference opponent pool, there's not much more I can add about this game tonight besides just some incredible performances from first the Webb City Cardinals. Dakota DeGraff and Reed, those 2 goals in the first 8 minutes, incredibly impressive strikes in both, as well as speed put on full display there. And defensively, I got to give my nod to Kylie Center. That back line, you would have thought it was a professional defender out there. Every single ball that came her way got cleared off the line, and at times played up to the Graff and Reed or other wingers to go make a strong counterattack against the Purple Dragons. But nonetheless, moving on to the Purple Dragons, I would like to say number 9 in the midfield, Adriana Lopez, did a great job of recycling some passes and staying on the midfielder and the striker at times, their hip defensively, and creating a lot of turnovers in possession. I thought she did a phenomenal job in that department. And moving on to the back line, I want to give my nod to pretty much everybody back there for holding their own, but Nora Nakarado, I thought, did a phenomenal job. She only had a sample size of minutes. I think she played about 40 to 50 minutes total, about 25 in each half, but every time the ball came her way, it felt like it was Kylie Center 2.0. She was clearing every single ball off the line. There was never really any pressure coming out from her direction. So kudos to those ladies, and there's not much more I can add besides that. So one last final sign-off, send you to one last final break, and just want to remind you, you're watching Pittsburgh Purple Dragons soccer on Pittsburgh Sports Live. We'll see you next time here Monday against the Joplin Eagles.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
From the gridiron to the hardcourt, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.